titled The Rich Man Who Tried to Buy Enlightenment Once in the City of Shiva. There lived a wealthy merchant named Vishnudutta. His name was known across kingdoms for his wealth, luxurious estates, grand processions, and immense stores of gold, silk, and gems. He owned caravans that traveled across the length and breadth of India, trading spices, fabrics, and precious stones. Yet, despite all his riches, Vishnudutta was restless. Something inside him remained unsatisfied. One day, he overheard travelers in his court speaking about the Buddha, the Enlightened One, who taught peace, compassion, and detachment. They spoke of how the Buddha lived simply, owned nothing, and yet seemed to possess a deep, unshakable joy. This intrigued the rich merchant. He had everything material wealth could offer, yet he did not have peace. If enlightenment brought happiness, he wanted it. Vishnudutta decided he would go see the Buddha, but he didn't go alone. He set off with a grand entourage. Elephants adorned in golden cloth, servants carrying precious gifts, chests filled with gold coins and rare pearls. He wore his finest silk robes and a crown of emeralds and diamonds. His intent was clear. He would offer his wealth to the Buddha in exchange for enlightenment. When he arrived at the monastery, the disciples were stunned at the lavish procession. The birds in the trees flew off at the sound of drums and trumpets. The monks stood silently, watching the shimmering golden chariot approach. Vishnudutta stepped down and asked to see the Buddha. Sitting calmly beneath a tree, the Buddha welcomed the merchant with a serene smile. Vishnudutta bowed and placed a heavy chest before him. "Great master," he said, "I have heard of your wisdom. I have heard that you have attained peace that no king or merchant can buy. I want what you have. Here is gold, pearls, land titles, and fine jewels. Please, give me the teachings that lead to enlightenment. I can pay any price you ask." The Buddha looked at the merchant with compassion. "Enlightenment," he said gently, "cannot be bought, my friend." Vishnudutta frowned. "But I am not here to cheat. I offer fair trade. I give you wealth, you give me knowledge. Is that not reasonable?" The Buddha replied, "What you seek is not a commodity. It is a path, a journey of the heart and mind. No gold can purchase it. No gem can replace the effort needed to walk it. Enlightenment arises not from giving riches to a teacher, but from giving up attachments, ego, and ignorance." The rich man was confused. "But if I donate my entire fortune to your monastery, won't I earn merit? Won't that bring me closer to your state of peace?" The Buddha responded, "Generosity done with pure intention brings merit. But merit is not a currency for awakening. You must look inward. What binds you is not your wealth, but your clinging to it, your pride in it, and your belief that it defines you. Until you let go of that, no amount of charity will free you." Vishnudutta was silent. He had never met someone who rejected his wealth. Kings had bowed before his treasure. Priests had sung praises when he donated to temples. Yet this humble monk spoke to him as if he were a beggar seeking something he did not yet understand. "Then what must I do?" he asked, more humbly now. The Buddha said, "You must begin by understanding suffering. You must see how all things, wealth, beauty, fame, are impermanent. They rise and fall like waves. You must train your mind to observe, to let go, to be still. Practice right conduct, right speech, right livelihood. Meditate, reflect, serve others, not for reward, but from compassion." "But this will take time," the merchant said. "Years, perhaps a lifetime. Can't I find a quicker way?" "There is no shortcut to truth," the Buddha answered. "The desire for shortcuts is itself a form of clinging, the very root of your unrest. The path to enlightenment is not a transaction, but a transformation." Vishnudutta sighed. For the first time in his life, his wealth had failed him. But he also felt something stir inside, a strange sense of humility, even relief. He realized that his life had been built on the illusion that he could control everything with money. No, someone had pointed out the one thing money could not touch, the peace of a liberated heart. "Master," he said softly, "I am willing to try, but I do not know how to begin." The Buddha looked into his eyes. "Begin with one thing, awareness. Observe your thoughts, your actions. Be mindful of how you speak to others, how you treat your servants, how you react when things do not go your way. In each moment, you will see your attachments, and in each moment, you will have a chance to let go." Vishnudutta stayed with the monks for several days. He observed their simplicity, their discipline, their quiet joy. He watched how they ate in silence, how they meditated, how they treated each other with kindness and respect. Slowly, the noise in his mind began to settle. He returned to his estate, but he was no longer the same man. He did not sell his properties, nor did he give away all his wealth in a sudden gesture. Instead, he began a deeper practice. He treated his workers with kindness. He listened more and spoke less. He meditated daily. He visited the poor not with pomp, but with humility. The silks and jewels began to lose their meaning to him. Years passed. Vishnudutta was no monk. He remained a householder, but those who met him felt a strange peace in his presence. His home became a place of learning, generosity, and compassion. And though he never called himself enlightened, he walked the path the Buddha had shown him, not with gold in hand, but with an open heart. And in that, he found the peace he had once tried to buy.